welcome to Putnam City North High School for tonight's matchup, the Stillwater Pioneers against the Putnam City North Panthers. The Stillwater Pioneers come in at 7-2, Putnam City North at 5-4 on the season. The marching band is heading into the 50-yard line where they will play the national anthem. Let's pause for the national anthem. And that is the Putnam City North Marching Band performing our national anthem tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Oklahoma High School football on SportsZone Oklahoma on YouTube. Also welcome those watching on News9.com, the News9 app, the News9 streaming service. We welcome you to tonight's Oklahoma 6A2 District 1 matchup, the Stillwater Pioneers, the Putnam City North Panthers. And we thought this game was going to be deciding a playoff spot, but fortunately for the Putnam City North Panthers, they are now locked into the playoffs. They will be the number 4 seed, and they will play number 1 Bixby next week up in Bixby. That comes by way of Lawton's loss last night to Del City, 62-35. So the Panthers are in the playoffs, but that doesn't really matter tonight. This team is still going to be fired up. Stillwater comes in here with a 7-2 record, one of the better teams in 6A2. Should be a very interesting game tonight. The Panthers relatively healthy coming into tonight. They get back the big defensive end, Jaleel Johnson. But during the week, talked to Coach Laverty a little bit earlier today, and he was telling us that Dazion Matthews.
Activity programs are primarily for the student participants. The purpose of this football game is to provide.
He was telling us that Jackson D'Souza, sorry about that, their linebacker, hurt his shoulder earlier this week. He's not going to be able to go tonight, so they lose him at linebacker. That'll be a significant loss for the Panthers tonight going up against this high-powered Stillwater offense. Of course, the Panthers sitting 5-4 on the season, 2 straight wins. They won 2 weeks ago at Midwest City. They win last week against Northwest Classen. And then tonight, this wraps up the regular season right here at home at Panther Stadium. We have about 6 minutes left before we kick this one off.
Stop by and grab some Racing Cane's chicken strips and a bag of chips for $6. Nachos for $3, or a fresh slice of Marco's Pizza for $3. Thank you for supporting the PC North.
Michael Johnson here with you. Sean Brown will be joining me in the booth here soon as we get this one underway. And if you're a high school football fan here in Oklahoma, you certainly know that Stillwater, their quarterback, Gage Gundy, son of Oklahoma State head coach Mike Gundy, quarterback for the Pioneers, He's a junior. Got to see him earlier this year against Mustang. And in that game, it was a little bit surprising how much Stillwater ran the ball when they have him back there able to throw it. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out tonight on offense, and rather they choose to try to run the ball or if they let Gage Gundy air it out. For the Panthers, they have junior quarterback Carson Laverty, of course, head coach Ryan Laverty's son, and he's had a pretty good year so far as well. His top targets on offense are Phil Jackson, number 2, the junior wide receiver, Trell Churchwell, number 3, he's a junior wide receiver, and then, of course, Reese Moffitt, the senior wide receiver. Also in the backfield, Amarian Normant is back. We expect to see him a lot tonight running the ball. But filling in his place most of the season has been sophomore Kamarion Jones. Kamarion Jones has had a great year so far this year, so we'll probably see a combination of both backs in the backfield for the Panthers. And we have Putnam City North captains with the officials down here at midfield. We're waiting on Stillwater captains so we can get a coin toss and see how this one's going to play out. All right, now I'm joined in the booth by Sean Brown, and we have the captains getting ready to head to midfield for the coin toss. We're going to get this one started very soon. Again, Panthers 5-4 on the season. Stillwater 7-2. Panthers lock up a playoff spot by way of Lawton losing to Del City last night, 62-35. So the Panthers will head to Bixby next week to take on the number 1 team in 6A2, and that should be an interesting game. We don't yet know the schedule yet, the time, or rather they're going to play on a Friday or Saturday. So stay tuned for that.
You have number 11, Jaleel Johnson, number 33, Hayden Portman, number 75.
Jaleel Johnson back.
Yeah, Jaleel Johnson's back, but they do lose Jackson D'Souza at linebacker this week to injury. He was injured this week, shoulder injury, so he's done for the season. North wins the toss. They will defer to the second half. So Stillwater will get the ball to start this game, and we're going to get to see Gage Gundy and that Pioneer offense. North will defend the scoreboard, east side of the stadium. About 2 minutes away. Stillwater lining up in their tunnel. Panthers ready to go in theirs. And here come the Panthers. They take the field first. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, SportsZone Oklahoma, thank you. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and always leave your comment. We have a live chat going during the game. You can always comment back and forth, talk about the game, what you think's going on. And we will try to get to those, read some of those during timeouts and halftime. And here comes Stillwater taking the field. Going to kick this one off, 7 o'clock right on the dot.
your ticket to tonight's football game is a privilege to watch youngsters learn while participating. One of the lessons taught to players is one spectators can follow as well, and that's good sportsmanship. Unruly behavior is unacceptable at the classroom and on the athletic field of court. Sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility.
So Diego Artero will kick off for the Panthers.
He's also elected to kick it from the left hash.
Wonder if this is I wouldn't think they would try an onside kick to start the game.
I don't know.
Against Stillwater. But maybe they saw something in the film that, and we're about ready to start here. Kick is way deep. There will be a return here. Up to about the 26. That's where Stillwater will take over 1st and 10. Looks like the 27.
Correction, the 28-yard line.
Gage Gundy, number 12 there. Player to keep an eye on. Starting the game off.
Gundy in the gun. Oh, bad snap. Snap gets away from him, and Gundy just has to jump on it back at the 10. That is a huge loss for the Pioneers. Just looked like there miscommunication between Gundy and his center.
Yeah, several of those offensive linemen, it looked like they didn't really have a – there was a miscommunication with them because some of them jumped early and some were still down. Man, big miscommunication there to start the game off. Puts them way back.
3-man front for the Panthers. Gundy will take the snap, looking to throw. Looks to the right side, has a wide receiver out there, but he can't hit him. Ball was a little outside for the wide receiver. He was kind of inside.
Yeah, that was Heston Thompson, number 15. Just couldn't get his hands together. He was the return man there on the kickoff return.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 26 for the Pioneers. Gundy in the gun. Will take the snap, looking to throw. Pressure comes. The linebacker Hayden Thornton blitzes, and that leaves a hole, and Gundy's going to get up the left side.
There's probably going to be holding back on about the 10-yard line. Got a flag down.
All right, flag down. Hayden Thornton came on a blitz, opened up a hole in that left side for Gundy, but that's going to come back.
I mean, there was nobody around Gage Gundy, who was the ball carrier there, so obviously not a face mask or anything like that.
And it was holding. Good call, Sean. That'll back him up to about the 5.
That is not ideal.
That's not. No, things are going the Panthers' way early here.
Man.
Let's see what they do here. 3rd and 32 for the Pioneers to start the first drive here. He's just going to give the ball, and there's nowhere to go. He's hitting the backfield. No gain on the play. Jaleel Johnson, big number 11. He's the Oklahoma State commit. He makes a play in the backfield for no gain, and now the Pioneers are going to have to punt from their own end zone.
Yeah, that just looked like they were setting up for the punt here. I mean, you see that all across the country. I mean, even in college football, you see them running up the middle, just try to get what you can, because you know it's a long shot to get that third down play there.
On 3rd and 32, one thing you don't want to do is turn the ball over deep in your own side of the territory.
Yeah.
So
good punt.
Ball's
there.
away. Good punt. Going to be a return. He's getting away from one, but he runs into his own man just past the 50. So Panthers are going to be able to start with the football in Pioneer territory. That was Dazion Matthews on the return.
That was looked like about a 60-yard punt. I mean,
that was a pretty good. Matthews had to run back to get under it.
Now let's see if the offense can take advantage of this good field position here.
10:18 to go in the first quarter. Panthers' first offensive possession. Laverty got a motion. He's going to throw on the first play over the middle. He's got a receiver.
Nice.
Breaks a tackle. He's going to get up to about the 41-yard line.
Yeah, that was a little just pop pass over the middle right there.
Cameron Scott, number 4.
Haven't really seen that much this year.
So we're going up the 2nd and 5 for the Panthers. And you see the Pioneers, look at their defensive front. They're just moving side to side.
Yeah.
They don't want to show what they want to do.
They're not really getting down into their stance.
Overloading the right side. Laverty looking to the right, pulls it down, going to take off and slide at the 40.
Yeah, typically when you show blitz like that, you normally, you know, throwing into the blitz can be rather successful, but they open the middle of the field there. Laverty should be able to just, and it looks like they're kind of opening. I would maybe even go to a quarterback draw depending on what this linebacker does.
They're up tight. They've got press coverage. There's no safeties back there. Maybe a one-on-one shot. They are coming. They're setting up the screen. Screen over the middle. He's going to get up to the 35-yard line. That's going to be a first down, and that is number 3, Trell Churchwell.
That screen was beautifully called right there.
You had all that pressure coming, press coverage.
The linebackers did drop back, but it enabled the Churchwell to kind of just sneak up under them and get open for that screen pass. That was a great play call.
Clock continues to run. Laverty is going to hand it off this time up the middle. That is Kamarion Jones, number 9. Jones, of course, coming in, stepping in after Amarion Dement was out for a while this season, and he's done a great job, a sophomore. We have a few more years, we'll see him around. 2nd 7 for the Panthers. Give to Jones again, but he's met in the backfield immediately, and he's going to lose yardage on that one.
Yeah, some of these.
Andre Long, number 22 for the Pioneers on the stop.
Stillwater's got a front 7 that's really, really quick. I mean, they blew that up really fast. You're going to have to find some blocking schemes to kind of combat this game. Because they're aggressive, they're quick, and they can get to you in a hurry.
Jones stays in the backfield. Amarion Norman is available tonight. Laverty looking to throw over the middle.
Nice.
He's got a wide receiver.
Wow.
It's caught at the 20. Great play for the Panthers. That's caught by number 4, Cameron Scott. That was a great play, Sean.
That was awesome. Just right over the middle.
The Panthers go quick on this one. They're going to give it to Jones. He's got a hole over the left side. He breaks around the corner, and is he going to get to the end zone?
That's going to come back. There's a flag around the offensive line. They're going to get them for holding right here.
Wouldn't be the first time this year we've seen holding on that play.
Yeah, yeah, they've gotten caught quite a few games. Just got to clean that up, and those plays will happen.
Unfortunately, because of where we are in the press box, can't see the corners of the end zone. So
yeah. Last game that we called, we had several holds from the wide receivers, just trying to keep their guy in front of them, and in that instance, let your legs do the work, and try not to grab the jersey. Keep your hands on the inside of the shoulder pads, and usually you won't get caught. But the moment you extend your arms, they're going to see that.
That brings up a 1st and 20 for the Panthers.
I would say holding is about one of the easiest things to call.
They don't want to start going backwards on this drive.
Yeah.
Thornton, motion. Laverty takes a snap, going to give it to Jones, cuts back up in the middle, has a little bit of room, breaks a few tackles. Going to get a couple of yards. Still not back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe 3 yards on that carry. It's going to bring up a 2nd. They give him 4 yards. 2nd and 16 for the Panthers. Laverty looking to the sideline. I kind of anticipate a pass here. We've got some press coverage on the wide receivers, but we do have 2 safeties. Now they do motion. They might have Thornton over the middle. They're going to give it to Kamarion Jones off the left side again. This time there's no holding by the receiver, and there's nowhere to go for Jones. He had Phil Jackson out on the edge, but, you know, they just got caught with a holding.
Yeah, that wasn't blocked very well, and you wonder if a little bit of that is kind of mental, you know, getting into their heads about the holding call.
3rd and 15 coming up. Obvious passing situation. Panthers want to come away with some points here. Diego Otero, the kicker, might be a little outside his range here. Laverty taking the snap, looking over the middle. He's got room to run, plenty of green. He's going to take off and slide down at the 15. And a late flag comes in.
See, I'm wondering if that's going to be on the coaches, because they were yelling at the refs right there. It'd be a little weird that they threw it so late for the hit on Laverty.
Sideline warning against the Panthers.
Okay, yeah. See, I thought several of those coaches ran out on the field wanting a late hit call. I thought it was a little close. I thought, he slid and there was not a whole lot that the defenders could do there.
So that's going to bring up a 4th down, and it looks like they are going to attempt the field goal. They are on the left hash, a little bit of a hard kick, really. This is going to be about a 33-yard attempt. High snap, kick is up, and that is no good.
Right left. It was a high snap. There's a flag on the field. I wonder if they got offsides.
We'll hold it right here and see what this is going to be.
Yeah, Stillwater staying on the field here.
That will give the Panthers a 1st down if this is a penalty against the Pioneers. And here comes Kamarion. Sideline warning against Pioneers, so that will turn the ball over on downs. So Stillwater will come out and take over. So both teams with a sideline warning. Next one, it's a penalty. And I'll tell you, as somebody who covers games, when we're not here with these home games, I travel every week. I go shoot a game, and that's something these officials really have been kind of harping on all week or all year is keeping people back on the sideline, not just coaches and players, but everybody. So it's just something of emphasis this year. All right, so Pioneers back on the field. Gundy is going to hand off straight up the middle, and he's going to get hit. That was number 5 for Stillwater, Holden Thompson. That was about a 6-yard gain, going to bring up a 2nd 4. Around 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Gundy takes a snap again, is going to hand off up the middle. It's going to get up to about the 30-yard line. Probably that will be a 1st down where they spot it.
That brings up 1st and 10. The ball will be at the 31-yard line.
So 1st down for the Pioneers, the 31.
There was a little bit of movement on that.
Gundy up the middle, got a receiver wide open. He drops the football.
That's the 2nd drop we've seen from number 15, Heston Thompson.
Let's see a replay on that one.
He'd want that back.
And you can see right here, wide open, and just drops the football.
He just looks up too early, and that's happened to every single person who's ever caught a football.
I guarantee he wants that one back. So that's going to bring up a 2nd 10, ball on the 31. Gundy looking to hand off again this time. Big hole when he cuts back to the right side up to about the 39-yard line.
Yeah, even though he didn't catch that, Heston Thompson didn't catch that ball that last play, it still makes you concerned that he was so wide open. He had the defensive back for North beat by at least 3 steps.
You know, earlier in the season, I got to see Stillwater play Mustang, and they would just run, then they'd catch you on a big pass.
Yeah.
They're going to run again, and Jaleel Johnson's right there, number 11. That's not going anywhere, no gain. Good play by Jaleel Johnson, the Oklahoma State commit. He's been out a few games with injuries. Nice to see him healthy.
Well, I mean, he may be 60%, but that kid's going to play. Right. If he's given his helmet, he is going to play. He's about one of the toughest kids in all of high school football.
You think maybe Gundy texted him before the game, hey, take it easy on my kid?
Yeah.
No, we know that didn't happen. But anyway.
A little confusion here on the punt.
And that punt will go out of bounds down around the 20.
17-yard line, look like.
So Panthers will take over. 3:10 to go in the first quarter. They'll get the ball in the 18. We want to thank everybody who's watching on YouTube, SportsZone Oklahoma on YouTube. Subscribe, like the channel, go or like the video, and go leave a comment. We've got a live chat going on. We'll check that during timeouts and halftime. Also, thanks for everybody watching on News 9 digital platforms. Give big hole in the left side. And Kamarion Jones is going to get out of bounds right around the 20. I thought he got to 25. They're going to mark him at the 24. So bring up a 2nd and 4 for the Panthers. Laverty going to give it to Kamarion Jones again. He cuts back right, does find a hole there, making some guys miss, and then just a sea of white on him right there. But he's going to get the first down past the 35-yard line up to about the 36.
You can't ask for a better scenario where you have your starting running back playing all year and then, you know, leaves the team for a few weeks, and then you've got your backup running back who comes in and just starts playing amazingly. And the fact that he's a sophomore is even more just impressive.
First down for the Panthers, moving the football. Low snap to Laverty, looking to throw. Steps up, plenty of green to run with. Going to head first dive past the 40 up to about the 42. Bring up a 2nd and about 5. Laverty's shown over the last couple of years he can pull that ball and run when he needs to. You wonder at some point, is Stillwater going to spy him with a linebacker?
Well, like I've said, you know, in the weeks recently, is that I like when he tucks the ball and runs. He's really quick. He's kind of that Kyler Murray-esque, like, you know, short burst type.
Jones hits a wall at the 41. He's going to lose a yard there.
Obviously, I'm not saying he's near as quick as Kyler Murray, but
sure, yeah.
I would like to, when he's still in the backfield, to keep his eyes upfield and see if anything comes open before he crosses the line of scrimmage.
Stillwater defense up press again, playing close on the receivers. Giving them about 4 yards of space. No safeties. We have man on top, but quick out.
Oh, he got the first down. He almost ran backwards too.
Right. That was for Cameron Scott on the catch. That'll move the chains. That's a first down for the Panthers.
We haven't seen anything really from Reese Moffitt yet. I hope to kind of see them get him involved some, because he's really their main playmaker. Not main, but they're probably their deadliest threat with the ball in his hands.
Panthers will have to run one more play here at the end of the quarter. Play clock is down to 12. Probably the last play of the quarter coming up. Going to give it to Jones again. He's going to cut back up inside, gets past the 50 into Stillwater territory. He's going to be down at the 48-yard line. Good run there because it didn't look like he had much going.
Yeah.
And he just made some space there. The clock's going to tick down. That's going to end the first quarter. Into the first quarter. It's scoreless here at Panther Stadium.
The next time, you need custom artwork and screen printing for t-shirts, hoodies, and all types of sportswear. Keep it local.
We want to thank everybody again watching SportsZone Oklahoma on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, go leave your comment. Hey, we've got the live chat going on right now. AJ, the legend, let's finish off the season nice and easy. AJ, he's also said nice game so far. We think it's a great game. Should be a great game. Great game tonight.
Yeah, both teams seem to, kind of move the ball slow but steady. You obviously want to limit what can happen big through the air, because we definitely saw that that Gage Gundy can air it out. So you just got to limit those and make sure that they don't get behind you. And hopefully, we see a great game here tonight.
About ready to get started here at the second quarter. Flip the field. Panthers heading to the east side towards the scoreboard. Laverty's looking to throw. Got pressure right away. Going to try to throw it away. Has a receiver out there. He somehow makes a catch.
Oh, my gosh.
How did he make that catch?
I mean, it didn't go for anything, but
let's look at that.
Was amazing.
Let's check that replay. Check this out. Laverty,
Hayden Thornton,
he just throws it, and Hayden Thornton somehow comes away with that ball. That's the catch of the night right there, folks. Great job.
I mean, they didn't gain any yards, but that was incredible.
Third and 6 coming up. Laverty. Jones motions to the right. He's out in the flats. Laverty's still looking to throw. Nowhere to go. Throws it across his body, across the middle. And that pass is incomplete. But, boy, he had a receiver there.
He had Phil Jackson right there. Just hit him in the hands. And it was a low pass, but
Jackson limps off the field. That's not good. He's one of the primary targets. And, at some point the Panthers have to get Reese Moffitt involved.
Yeah, and that was I was going to say, on this hash, that's the area that they like to motion a wide receiver and go 3 wide on the opposite side of the field and use Reese Moffitt, and he's been able to do some really good things this year on that side of the field.
Good kick, fair catch down here at the 16-yard line. So battle of field position right now. Of course, the Panthers earlier unable to convert that field goal earlier in this game. So that's 3 points left out there.
Yeah, this is going to be the kind of game they have to capitalize. Any points on the board, it may come down to it at the end that 3 points could be the deciding factor in the end of this.
Gundy's going to give up the middle, hits a wall, and that's Jaleel Johnson again. There was nowhere to go. At first, it kind of looked like there might be a hole there, but he sealed that up real quick. It's going to be a 2-yard gain. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 8. Panthers playing with 3 down linemen. Playing with 4 linebackers. Gundy looking deep again. He's got a receiver. He's got to step on his man.
And he dropped it again.
Wow.
That's 3 drops in a row there.
Let's see that again.
From number 15, Heston Thompson.
Right here, Gundy. Plenty of time, good protection. Receiver's got to step on his man, and he just cannot come up with the football.
I mean, just by looking at it, just kind of by the trends, it looks like that might be Gage's primary target. He's just not been able to reel in those passes.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Panthers should count their blessings right now that they aren't down 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Even though it didn't connect, you're still
wide receiver screen out on the right side.
You're still. Oh, the ball comes
Ball's out. It's loose. Scoop. They're going to say he was down. They're ruling him down.
I don't know about that. I mean, because normally when you have a tackle like that where the guy rolls over.
Oh, we don't have it.
Obviously, in high school they can't replay that, but man, Panthers almost come away with the great field position there.
So it's going to bring up a 4th down for the Pioneers. Kick. Low driving kick. Going to take a Pioneer bounce. Oh, he touched it. He's got to get on it.
Oh, my
goodness. And he
goodness.
can't get on it. That's going to be who comes away with it.
You just leave the ball alone. You'd much rather take the ball on the 1-yard line than touch it and give them a chance to give Stillwater a chance to come in and take the ball. You got to just get away from it right there. I mean, anything can happen when that ball is tumbling and rolling. You just never know.
Yeah, if you can't field it, get away from it. You're right. 9:29 to go in the second quarter. And Panthers very, very fortunate right now. Ball is bouncing their way right now.
Well, both teams. I mean, 2 plays in a row, you see an almost fumble there from Stillwater.
Give to Marion Normant, who's in the game. Spin move right there. He's going to get up past the sticks. He's going to get a first down.
That looked like a little bit of a late hit there out of bounds.
Yeah, I know he's been itching to get in the game.
Oh, yeah.
He is ready to play. He's going to run as hard as he can run tonight.
And he's a change of pace. I mean, he's real quick. You look at the differences in Cameron Scott and Marion Normant, and Normant is a little bit of a smaller guy. Scott's got those big tree trunk legs,
Marion Jones.
Jones, sorry.
Yes.
So Jones has those big legs that can break arm tackles, but Normant is just real quick.
Oh, he gets hit hard in the hole and brought down right away.
Yeah, Marion Normant is just kind of that scat back that.
That was 32 for, that's Cameron Johnson for Stillwater with the big hit. He filled that hole quick.
Yeah, I'm telling you that Stillwater's defense is really fast. I mean, they're closing on ball carriers real quick.
2nd and 11 coming up for the Panthers.
Should have snapped the ball there.
Yeah, he should have. Could have got him off. Could have got a free 5 yards on that one. Laverty rolls right, looking to throw. Quarterback hits over the middle, tipped and intercepted. Intercepted.
He had Reese Moffitt right there, the guy we've been calling for, to get involved here. He just can't reel in that pass.
And here it is right here. You see it again on the replay.
And that's a tip.
Laverty throwing one across his body, gets tipped.
That's a tip drill you run every single day in practice, and the defenders are ready for it if they're in the right spot.
So this is the turnover that Stillwater's been waiting for. They now have the ball deep in Panther territory, and if you're the Pioneers, you need to capitalize here. 8:05 to go in the half.
Pioneers come out with a first down at the 35-yard line.
Gundy. He's going to hand the ball off. There is some room on that right side, but he runs into a wall. Jaleel Johnson, one of them there to stop him.
Yeah, a couple of the Panther defenders were kind of turning to give each other the call on the defense, and weren't quite ready for that when the ball was snapped.
Under 7 minutes to go. Gundy looking to throw again, looking over the middle this time. Receiver catches it over the middle, down inside.
He's got his guy.
And they're going to go quick here. They're going to go up to the line. They want to get set and go quick.
I don't know how that wasn't a taunting penalty to get in the face of the defender.
1st and goal at the 7 for the Pioneers. 7:23 to go in the game, or in the first half, I'm sorry. And just a big turnover, the turning point so far in this game. Gundy, he's going to keep it himself up the middle. He's going to get hit in the hole, but he is going to get down to about the 2. Gundy not known to run the ball much.
He's kind of a big body back there, though.
Holden Thompson in the backfield with him.
He's going to run it again.
Thompson's going to block. Oh, that's a hold right there, and there comes the flags. That is a holding. Holden Thompson held. He just pulled him completely back towards him. So that touchdown won't count. It's going to come off the board. That's going to back them up 10 yards. That was a big hold. I mean, that was blatant. I don't think anybody could have missed that one.
That was actually a broken play. I don't think that was supposed to happen there.
Yeah,
there's nobody on the right side
like
to contain.
Gage was trying to go off tackle, and when he bounced it outside, his running back didn't have anything. He couldn't do anything except hold. He's going to look out to the left side. He's got a receiver out there running a quick out, makes a move, and he's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. Pioneers get on the board first.
That's unfortunate.
It's number 81, Ty Smithton, on the catch for the Pioneers. And this drive really shows the importance of turnovers in this game.
Yep.
You just can't turn the ball over.
Yep.
Extra point is up. And it's good. 6:32 to go in the first half. Stillwater on the board first. They lead 7-0. You're watching Panther football on SportsZone Oklahoma on YouTube. Please subscribe, like the video, always leave your comment. Go check out the live chat during the game. And you can also thank you if you're watching us on News 9, the News 9 app, News 9 streaming service. We enjoy having you here.
Where we work together to make our community a better place.
So,
Through Jesus, the local church is the hope of the world. And we're the place for the
tough situation for the Panthers.
appreciate that.
They still got time, though. They can tie this up, go down the field.
Yeah.
And you just feel this is one of those games that 3 points is going to come into play.
Here's the thing. If you find a way to put something together offensively here, you score, you get the ball after halftime, and then hopefully, you've got the advantage then. But so far right now, Stillwater does have the advantage. Obviously up 7.
This really feels like the first game that we had, Putnam City against North. The game a few weeks ago, Dell City, that went to overtime. Both those games went to overtime. This just feels like one of those games where it's going to come down to the very end.
Yeah. Yeah, that first game, it looked like Putnam City North just came out kind of flat, and, which is kind of crazy because it was, the first home game of the season. And you wonder, how can these kids not be
short little kick,
completely ready to play?
That would be taken upfield. Ooh. That was number 8, Demaria Mason with the return. He got upended and landed on his head. You never want to see anybody kind of hit their head that way.
Yeah, the whole crowd kind of reacted to that one.
He jumped up quickly though and got off the field. So good thing that he's all right. Panthers going to start with the ball on the 35. 6:26 to go in the first half. At halftime, you can hold it right here. We will show the band performing in their entirety, so you can watch that right here on SportsZone Oklahoma.
They do have Reese Moffitt kind of.
Laverty's going to give it again to Marian Normant. He's going to get up to about the 39.
This is that side of the field that they like to use Reese Moffitt, and you know he's got to play with a short memory and not even think about that tip that caused the interception. Just get right back in it, and one way to do that is to throw the ball his way, and for him to complete get a completion.
Going to give it to Normant again. He cuts back up inside, but he's going to get caught from behind by number 4. That's Chance Clements for Stillwater.
Yeah,
and he showed his speed there because Marian Normant's hard to catch.
Yeah, well, and Normant was kind of looking for the hole, looking for the running lane. He was still not quite in his break yet. He was just kind of what they call dancing and just, hoping to find something to break up field.
3rd and 1 here for the Panthers. They need to get this first down. Got to think they're going to give it to Marian Normant again. And they do give it to him. He just plows ahead for the 1 yard, so he will get the first down. He'll move the sticks. Temporarily stops the clock while they move the chains.
Yeah, you wonder if Laverty's going to take a shot at any point.
They got to find a good one-on-one coverage.
Oh, they've got Reese Moffitt down here.
Yeah,
I mean,
but they got the double safeties,
They
which
do
is
have
the
double
problem.
safety. Yeah.
Laverty, low snap, hard to handle, throws over the middle. That one was bobbled, but ended up catching it. That's Hayden Thornton.
Hey, I'm completely fine with them just working the ball down the field 5 yards at a time.
Yeah, that's going to get you first downs.
Yeah.
But the only thing right now, and there is plenty of time, it's under 5 minutes, but the clock will eventually become a factor when you do those short little.
Yep.
They do still have 3 timeouts. Laverty looking for another quick one. He's chased from behind, going to throw against his body.
He was hit early before that ball came.
I mean, that one incomplete.
That ball was definitely catchable, and he got hit before that hit his hands or wherever it hit him.
3rd and 6 coming up for the Panthers. No penalty called on that one.
I mean, it was pretty bang-bang, so I guess I don't.
No replay in high school, so.
Yeah.
Laverty, 3rd and 6 coming up.
Yeah, and Stillwater's playing their safeties about 15 to 20 yards.
Laverty looking to run, but that Stillwater D, man, they just collapse quickly.
Yeah.
Those lanes aren't going to be there very long, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. It looks like the punting team's going to come out.
Also number 4, Chance Clements, back keeper.
Laverty's going to kick it himself.
He's had some pretty good quick kicks and squib kicks, but I guess he's lined up as a punter.
Low snap.
Oh, he's lucky just to get that one away.
They might as well have gone for it there. Oh, nice north bounce. That was a
bounce
great
for the Panthers down to the 30. Sorry, Sean, didn't know.
No, it's fine.
Need to overstep you there. But yeah, you're right. He got to, he's lucky to even get that kick away. I mean,
yeah,
a one bounce like that.
That's where in these games you gotta be composed, and you gotta just go back to what you do in practice every single day. That's why technique matters, fundamentals matter. Even as a center, every single position is important.
Under 4 minutes to go.
They got very lucky there on that.
Panther D needs to swell up here. Can't give up another score. Going to give up the middle, and immediately is going to be hit. That's number 11, Jaleel Johnson again on the stop. Only going to get about 1 yard on the carry. Second down coming up, 3:30 to go in the first half. It's been a fairly quick half so far.
Second down and 8 at the 32.
Gundy with 4 wide receivers, got a motion man coming. High snap does give it to his receiver who came in motion. There was a big hole there on the left side. That was number 24, Noah Roberts on the carry.
He was tackled by it was a good open field tackle by number 15, Destin Lay.
It's going to bring up a first down for the Pioneers. Getting close to midfield here. Going to give it again on the right side. Jaleel Johnson's got chase, but he cuts back up inside and gets a nice little block there. He's going to get up to the 50. Jaleel Johnson was given chase. He cuts back, and he had a blocker there to take Johnson out of the play.
Yeah, he just kind of overran him. Same thing we saw on Stillwater's lone touchdown is just kind of overrunning and taking kind of a bad angle at him.
2nd 3. Going to run the ball again on the wide receiver most, and Jaleel Johnson's right there to stop it.
Yeah, he just swallowed it up there on that.
He is having a game tonight. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 5, so a loss of 2 on the play. Clock ticking down close to 2 minutes. I kind of think because Stillwater doesn't have a sense of urgency right now, I think we're about to see a deep bomb here. They're going to go try another deep one over the middle.
Yeah, there is 2 minutes. I mean, do you get the first down and then maybe try it? They do have isolation with number 15
There's
there.
a quick hit the outside.
Wow.
And missed tackles. Finally bring him down at the 40.
That's number 6, Zach Tyson. That's a big, big boy.
That was just a quick hit out to the left.
Yeah, he's just listed as a linebacker here, but man, that was kind of hard. It took 3 guys to tackle him. I would think you'd see a bomb right here.
You might see it right here, yeah, over the middle.
There's single high safety. They're playing one-on-one.
They're going to keep it up the middle. Couple of yards here.
They may want to just take a little time
They
off
have
the clock
all 3
here.
timeouts here, but
They're probably just eating the clock as much as they can.
I'm looking any minute. I think you're going to see a post over the middle. Look at number 21 up on the top side, wide receiver.
Number 15 up there.
And here it is.
Yep.
There's the throw, taking the shot. Good coverage. Steps up. Oh.
Yeah, Putnam City North had made the adjustment.
They were going for it, though. They were going for what we said, but you're right. Good coverage, good execution by the Panthers. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. And with 49 seconds to go, all 3 timeouts, are you thinking field goal here? Trying to get the Panthers to jump. Gundy looking to throw. He's got a curl route over there on the side. He drops the football.
Man.
That's number 15. Heston Thompson dropping the football.
That's about 4 drops that I count just for one player there. And you don't want to pile on the guy,
It's going to bring up a 4th and 7.
He feels that, but I mean, those are the plays you make or you break.
Stillwater will go for it on 4th down. I'm guessing they're an out route at the sticks, maybe a little curl route. A lot of space up top. They're giving a lot of cushion to those receivers.
There's kind of some confusion there from.
Nowhere to go with it. Gundy's going to pull down, and he's going to get sacked. He's going to be pulled down.
And that's turnover on downs.
That's
There's
right.
40 seconds left.
Great job by the Panthers there.
Yeah.
Defense holding when they needed to.
Yeah, that was number 54. He deserves a shout out. Marcus Anderson on the tackle there.
Great job. The Panthers have 3 timeouts. Do you try to move the football and get points, or do you just go into halftime? Because you don't want to turn the ball over here.
Well, we'll see it in the first play here. I mean, they're not going with a running back in the backfield, so they may try to just work the ball up the field. But you want to be careful.
Don't get the motion.
Don't get too aggressive to where you make a mistake here.
Kamarion Jones will be giving the ball up the middle. There is a hole there, but they close down. They have a linebacker there. It closes in on him real quick. He's still fighting, though.
See,
it's out of bounds.
It takes a lot of guys to take him down as well. I mean, he's a real tough runner.
That was Brady Osborne. who closed in quickly to get to Jones and got him out of bounds. Couldn't bring him down, but was able to force him out.
I'd imagine pound for pound, he could probably squat more than just about anybody on this football team. I mean, it takes a lot to get that kid down.
I mean, Jones is going to, when he's done with high school, he's going to play somewhere.
Yeah.
Jones motions to the backfield. Laverty's going to give it to him again to the right side, and he's just going to cut back close to the 50.
Looks like he got the first down. I mean,
did they use a timeout here? He's slow to get up.
Yeah. Bringing Norman back in.
They're not going to use a timeout.
I would think maybe if you did get past the 50, then take a shot.
They're just going to give it to him again. This is Marion Norman at this time, and there's nowhere to go on that left side. And I bet they're just going to let the clock run out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no rush.
Yeah, some of those offensive linemen want it. They wanted to go back out for one more play. But that's why the coaches make the decisions, you know.
That brings us to halftime.
That's a quick first half.
That was very quick first half. And Stillwater leads 7-0 here at halftime. We do have the Putnam City North Band that will perform. We're going to leave the stream up here so you can watch that in its entirety. We're going to sign off for halftime, and we will be back to start the third quarter. But stick around if you want to watch the band perform.
Panther fans and visiting fans also please support the PC North Band High School Band by visiting the concession stands located under the home stands and on the visitor side. Stop by and grab some Raising Kings chicken strips and a bag of chips for $6. Nachos for $3 and fresh slice of Marco's pizza for $3. And thank you for supporting the PC North Marching Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would proudly present our senior class of the Putnam City North Marching Band. These 18 seniors have been great assets to the program and have overcome many challenges to be where we are today. Mr. Craven, Ms. Fuentes, and Mr. Myers and the entire Putnam City North Band staff are so incredibly proud of them. Our first senior is Stephen Ahmad. He's accompanied by his parents Michaela and Shadi Ahmad. Stephen has been a tuba player, a trombone player, and tenor saxophone player in the band for the past 6 years. 4 at PC North, and 2 at Hefner Middle School. His favorite memory from band is playing Human Jenga at Momfest for freshman year. Stephen plans to go to college for game development and cybersecurity and George Mason University, and would like to thank his mom and dad for their support. Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Ahmad. Our next singer is Kalina Brill. She's accompanied by her mother, Maido, and little sister, Layla Brill. Kalina has played flute in the band for 7 years, 4 years at BC North and 3 years at Kenneth Cooper Middle School. Her favorite memory from band is when the director had to chase down a student who snuck out of rehearsal to go to work. She plans to take a gap semester at school and start college in the spring. Kalina would like to thank all her band kids for making everything worthwhile, her mother for always supporting her, and her friends that stuck through band with her. One more round of applause for Kalina Brill. Next is Gracie Bingson. She's accompanied by Melinda Bingson and Will Ward, Janine, Marky, and Emily Housley. Gracie has played oboe and mellophone in band for 7 years, including 4 years at Putnam City North and 3 at Hefner. Her favorite memory from band is when the low brass section started singing Smash Mouth as they walked back to camp after Madison at a marching contest. She plans to attend Francis Tuttle and get her certification in welding and machinery. She would like to thank all directors past and present, the Quanch family, the Fall Cake fans, and anyone who has ever given her a ride at rehearsal. Ladies and gentlemen, Gracie Bingson. Up next is our senior Colin Burdick. Colin Burdick. They're accompanied by Twyla John and Connor Burdick. Colin has been a bassoon and tenor sax player in band for 7 years, including 4 years at PC North and 3 years at Hefner Middle School. Their favorite band memory is the Low Reeds winning mini marching contest this year. Colin plans to go to college and pursue a degree in music education. They would like to thank the Low Reeds section and for the best marching season yet. Let's give it up one more time for Colin Burdick. Up next, we have Michael Cintron. He's accompanied by his mother, Elvira Griffin, and his uncle, Chris Griffin. Michael's played percussion at Putnam City North for 4 years and at Caps Middle School for 3 years. His favorite memories in band include making finals at Union in his sophomore year and performing with Putnam City West for the Cox Communications commercial. Michael plans to go to college to get a degree in law school to become a lawyer or attorney. Michael would like to thank Mr. Satterley for helping him believe he can do anything he puts his mind to and for making his days at school better. Michael would also like to thank his mother and uncle for always helping him, especially at his lowest. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Cintron. Next, we have Christian Dewan. Christian has played tuba and trombone for 6 years, including 3 years at Putnam City North and 3 years at Hefner Middle School. He's accompanied by his parents, Troy Dewan, Lawana King Dewan, and his sister, Kiera Dewan. Christian's favorite marching show performance was Mary's Playground. He plans to go to college for video game design and would like to thank his mom and sister and the tuba section, as well as Mr. Craven, Mr. Myers, Mr. Romano, Ms. Fuentes, and himself. Give it up for Christian Dewan. Our next senior is Elena Doolin. Elena has played flute for 6 years, including 4 years at PC North and 2 years at Hefner Middle School. She's accompanied by her grandfather, Gary Doolin, and her mom, Phoenicia Doolin. Elena's favorite performance was Mary's Playground in 2018, and her future plans are to become successful and help her family and others. Elena would like to give a shout out to her grandparents and mom. They're always there for her, and she knows she will always have them by her side. Give it up for Elena Doolin. Next up, we have Preston Galloway. Preston's been a percussionist for 7 years, 4 years at PC North and 3 at Hefner Middle School. Preston is accompanied by his grandma, Linda Crawford, and brother, Mason Galloway. Preston's favorite memory in band is the Joel and Tristan freestyle battle. His future plans after high school are to join the military and to study business. He would like to thank his family and the Motleys and God. Our next senior is Alicia Jackson. Alicia has played clarinet for 7 years, including 4 at PC North and 3 at Hefner. She's accompanied by April Jackson, Robert Jackson, Paige Jackson, and Christina Wynn. Alicia's favorite memory is when they would get inside after a 6 to 9 rehearsal and there would be popsicles afterwards. The band moms wouldn't let any of them get one until they put up their instruments, so it was always a race. Her plans after high school were to become a criminal defense attorney and provide justice for the ones who have withheld from them. Alicia would like to give Mr. Caleb and the rest of the band directors a shout out for helping her learn and improve on her instrument and as a person. To her parents for convincing her to stay in band after middle school, and to her beloved friends in section for keeping her crazy and sane at the same time. She loves you all. Our next senior is Brooke Lant. Brooke has played Fresh horn and mellophone for 7 years, including 4 years at North and 3 at Hefner. She's accompanied by her parents, Rowene and Robert Lant. Brooke's favorite memory is performing Mary's Playground. It was her favorite show because she was a freshman and everything was so new and fun. She met so many great people that are now her lifelong friends. After high school, Brooke plans to pursue environmental studies in Colorado. When asked if she wanted to give a shout out, Brooke says, "First off, I'd like to thank my family for supporting me and always pushing me to be my best. Secondly, I'd like to thank my phenomenal directors for giving me an awesome high school marching band experience despite COVID, making things difficult. And last but not least, she would like to thank her amazing friends in FCP for making her high school years better than she could ever imagine. Thank you guys, ladies and gentlemen, Brooke Lant." Our next senior is Brooke McIntosh. Brooke has been a member of the drumline and percussion section for 7 years, including 4 at North and 3 at Hefner. She's accompanied by her parents, Heather and Jason McIntosh. Brooke's favorite memory is her All-State experience from her sophomore year. After high school, Brooke plans to attend the University of Washington in Seattle to major in psychology before attending medical school to pursue psychiatry. When asked who she wanted to thank, she said, "I would like to thank my parents for being my biggest supporters, Dame Romano and Joseph Craven for helping her grow as a musician and person over the last 7 years, every single drumline member that took her in as an underclassman, and all 12 of the current drumline members that she's had the privilege to spend her last season with. I love you each and every one of you. Let's give it up for Brooke McIntosh." Our next senior is Shelby Ortega. Shelby's played the clarinet for 7 years, including 4 at North and 3 at Hefner. She's accompanied by her mom, Darla, and her brother, Dylan. Shelby's favorite memories is going to the stands after contests and watching other bands perform. Shelby would like to give a shout out to her mom, brother, and her band directors. One more time for Shelby Ortega. Our next senior is Maida Odatala. Maya has played mellophone and French horn for 7 years, including 4 at North and 3 at Hefner. She's accompanied by her mother, Christine, her dad, Anis, her sister, Natalie and Aisha, and her brother, Adam. When asked what her favorite memory was, she said, Mustang contest of 2018, freshman year, when she had set the yellow tarp up and had pulled the weight cart to the front sideline, and when it stopped, it hit the back of her legs and went backwards over the weight cart in front of everyone. And Jaden fluttered to the back sideline laughing the whole time. Maya's plans after high school are to attend Southern Nazarene University to major in biochemistry. She would like to thank her family, Low Brass, for sticking with her through thick and thin, and also Jaden, Jared, Brooke, Kylie, and Olivia for always being there for her. One more time for Maya. Up next is Trinity Richardson. Trinity has been a part of the color guard section for 4 years at North and has played tuba for 3 years at Hefner Middle School. She's accompanied by her mother, Rolisha McKinnon, and her dad, Antonio McKinnon, and her siblings, Antonio, Rihanna, Anaya, and Kaylin. Her favorite band memory is the entire Beyond the Cage marching season and performing Rethink at OBA this year. After high school, she plans to become a dental hygienist. Trinity would like to thank the beautiful guard for constantly supporting her and providing her with unconditional love, and her family and friends for being her rock. One more time for Trinity. The next senior is Amari Sango. Amari has played trumpet for 7 years, including 4 at North and 3 at Cooper. Amari is also the drum major at North for 2 years. She's accompanied by her parents, Latanya and Mitchell, her brothers Brandon and Tyree, and her sister, Jaden. Her favorite memory in band is going to Jinx her freshman year. It was so cold and no one warned the freshmen. Without blankets, they decided to make a dog pile to stay warm. It was also cool to get free hot chocolate and popcorn. It was definitely the coldest she has ever been, though. After high school, she plans to pursue a degree in music. She would like to thank the Putnam City North Band program for giving her a reason to come to school every day. She would also like to thank her family for all the support they give. One more round of applause for Amari Sango. Next, we have Jared Snow. Jared has played bass on the drum line and has been part of the percussion section for 7 years, including 4 at PC North and 3 at Hefner. He's accompanied by his parents, Andrea and Will, his brothers Jaden and girlfriend Corey. His favorite memory was the nights coming back on the bus, bumping to music with the percussion section. His favorite performance was Mary's Playground. He plans to go to OCCC or Rose State to major in business and finance. He would like to give a shout out to his friends and his girl for keeping him up and making his high school experience fun. One more time for Jared. Our next senior is Corey Balanowski. Corey has been a member of the color guard section all 4 years at PC North. She's accompanied by her mom, Kelly, and stepdad, Will, her dad, John, and her stepmom, Debbie, and her sisters, Nicole and Jamie. Her favorite memory is meeting her boyfriend, Jared Snow, and many friends she's made over the past 4 years. Corey's plans after high school are to finish culinary school and pursue hospitality and bakery management. Corey would like to thank her mom and dad and family for supporting her. Her mom for telling her to never give up. The most important person she would like to thank is her Mimi. She would always be so excited to watch her perform and tell her she was pretty in all that she did. She continues to inspire her, and she'd like to thank Tinsley Thomas for always making her laugh and making guard fun. Lastly, she would like to thank her boyfriend Jared for his love and support, and especially for being goofy with her. Aww. One more round of applause for Corey. And last but certainly not least, we have Jasmine White. Jasmine's played flute for 4 years, including 3 at Putnam City North and 1 at Katz Middle School. Jasmine is accompanied by her dad, Jacob White. Her favorite band memory is just hanging out with the band in and outside rehearsal, especially when they were at competition. Her plans after high school are to go to college and get a tattoo apprenticeship. Jasmine would like to thank Jennifer Moreno for being at most of her performances and for always driving her around. Ladies and gentlemen, Jasmine White. Seniors, you have been you've given us so much to be proud of. Congratulations, and we are so thankful for your leadership, hard work, and dedication to the Putnam City North Band. Let's give it up one more time for all of our 2022 band seniors.
And back here at Putnam City North High School, the band seniors being recognized at halftime. You're watching SportsZone Oklahoma on YouTube. Also, welcome to those watching on the News 9 app, News 9 streaming service, and news9.com. Quickly, while we have about 4 minutes left in this first half, let's go through some local area scores that, of course, here, Stillwater leads 7-0 at halftime. Elk City up on Newcastle 14-0 in the second quarter. Cushing over Hera 21-13 in the second quarter. Luther up on Hennessy 13-0 in the first. Choctaw 42-0 over Bartlesville in the second. Wetumpka over Porham 60-6 in the second. Sealing over Turpin 28-16 in the second. We have Ada over Classen SAS 14-6 in the second quarter. Owasso 28-0 over Putnam City. Mountain View, Godebo 48, Thackerville 0. That's in the first quarter. Barnsdall 16, Yale 8. Sulphur 21-13 over Lone Grove in the second quarter. Carl Albert 14-0 over Eisenhower at halftime. Washington 45, Christian Heritage 0 in the second quarter. Edmond Memorial 14, Yukon 9. That's in the second quarter. Minko 40-6 over Hobart in the second quarter. Allen 20, Kanawha 12 in the second quarter. And Okima 16, Stroud 0. That's in the second quarter. Chandler over Prague 26-6 in the second. El Reno 14, Altus 7. Duncan and Southeast tied at 2 in the first quarter. It's an interesting one. And Norman North over Southmore 36-0 at halftime. Those are the scores that we have. Those are the scores we have right now. So, Sean, we're ticking away. We're almost about to start the second half here.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the first half?
Oh, it's slow going besides that one offensive series from Stillwater where they were just able to make big plays happen. I mean, just watching Gage Gundy throw the ball, I mean, he's got an arm, so he can hurt you through the air. You just want to limit those plays. It seemed like there towards the end of the first half, the defenders for the Panthers were able to kind of corral those wide receivers and keep them from hurting them, and getting behind them. You want to see more of that, obviously. And then in this game, I would like to see I'd like to see Carson Laverty go through the air a little bit. We've seen some little dink and dunk passes, but I want to see some shots. You're gonna start with the ball. So early enough in this series, I really like to see them take a shot down the field at some point.
Of course, the difference in this game, that turnover, that hit the receiver in the hands, and it was just tip drill, and that was the difference. That gave Stillwater the ball deep in Panther territory, and Stillwater was able to convert. The Pioneers put the ball in the end zone, and that is the difference in the game right now.
Yeah.
Now, Stillwater missed on some deep shots where the receiver had a step, and he was just dropping the football. So this game could have been broken wide open.
Yeah, Heston Thompson, number 15 for Stillwater. There are several passes that, he's the one down there working out with Gage Gundy, just taking passes from him right now. He in that first half, I don't know if it was gloves aren't sticking as well, but he had several drops there that I would probably guess are uncharacteristic for him, because it looks like Gage Gundy likes to go to him. So we'll just see in the second half if they continue to air the ball out.
Both teams out here, they put an extra 3 minutes on the clock, so we have about 2.5 minutes to go. Both teams warming up here. And of course, this is the last regular season game here, and next week, the Panthers, they will be ranked 4th for the playoffs. They will head to Bixby. They'll take on the top-ranked team, Bixby, next week. So Panther fans will have to get your tickets for that one. Stillwater, I'm not sure who they will play next week, but they will be playoff bound as well.
Everyone's behavior should be characterized by generosity and genuine concern for others. Just like good sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility. Do the right thing and enjoy the game.
I want to check in on the chat right now and see quite a few people, AJ Legend, Andy Nguyen, Jimmy Neutron, Shuna Daniel. So all of you who have been commenting on the live chat on YouTube, thank you very much. You can head over there right now and check it out, SportsZone Oklahoma on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and always leave your comment. If you're watching this in a replay, leave a comment. If you're watching it live, go check out the live chat right now. We also want to thank all of you watching on news9.com, the News9 app, the News9 streaming service. Welcome. We hope you enjoyed the game tonight. Should be an excellent second half coming up right now, as both these teams on their sidelines, and we are getting ready to start this second half. All right, so the Panthers will get the ball to start this second half. They did win the toss to start at the beginning of the game, and they deferred. So they'll get a chance to tie this game up. Last time we saw Stillwater kick the ball, they just kicked it, you know, just kind of not really a squib kick, but they kicked it short. They didn't want to kick it deep. You have number 10, Reese Moffitt, back there to receive for the Panthers. Also back there, looks like number 3.
Trell Churchwell.
Trell Churchwell, okay. I kind of, in this situation, would like to see Amarian Norman and Kamarion Jones back there.
Yeah, but when you're already, you know, this, it looks like they're going to do the same thing they did in that last kickoff.
Now, you might want, Panthers need to be ready for an onside. They might do that. And it's a quick little sideline kick.
See, and I thought on kickoffs, like maybe it's different in high school, but I thought on those kind of pooch kicks like that, that it was down as soon as the...
No, it's a live ball.
Okay. Pardon my ignorance, but I've seen many a kickoffs, and
well, the rules are always changing year to year, from college to high school to NFL. It's kind of hard to keep up with all the changes. So here come the Panthers to start the second half. Laverty going to give to Jones, cuts back. There's nothing there. Got just a sea of white, and he had nowhere to go. He's going to gain a yard on the play, bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd almost like to see like a 2-back set with both Norman and Jones back there. But obviously, you know, one of them could be the lead blocker. But typically Hayden Thornton is your big body to come in there and block. But this is kind of the formation that they like to get the ball to Reese Moffitt.
Thornton going to switch to the left. They overload that left side. Going to cut back. It looked like a counter play to Kamarion Jones, but there's just nowhere to go. Flag comes in late. That's number 6 for Stillwater making the play. That's Zach Tyson, but there is a flag on the field at the end of that play. Might have been holding, but Carson Laverty's pointing towards Stillwater, saying it's on them.
Yeah, it didn't look like the kind of play where they would have thrown for holding. They're going to back up Stillwater. I didn't see what the call was.
Face mask on the defense.
Okay.
It didn't look like at the play. That had to have been away from the ball. Laverty going to be hit in the backfield, nowhere to go.
They're just not really blocking up front for these running backs to be able to do much of anything, really.
So when we've seen this earlier this year, when they've been unable to run the football, Laverty has had to make some plays, and not just the little 5-yard types. So 3rd and 4 here.
Well, they've got a lot of cushion at the top side of the field.
He's going to throw it, and Laverty's going to pull it and run it, and he's going to get the first down.
Well, he had 3 wide receivers up at the top of the field, and the amount of cushion, you could have drove a semi through with as much cushion as the defenders were giving the wide receivers. I mean, they were at least 10, 12 yards off. I think a quick little slant.
Bubble screen, if they're playing that far off.
Yeah.
Got 3 receivers up top. Laverty's going to hand off. There's a hole there for Mario Norman. Spin move, and he almost gets away, but he's going to be brought down just short of the 50.
He was so close to breaking that off, and who knows how. I mean, he could have at least gotten the first down, maybe even more.
One thing you can say about these Pioneers, they have been great tacklers tonight.
Yep.
They don't let many
And
get away from them.
They fly to the football,
They
too.
absolutely do. They close those lanes really quick.
And gang tackles, and I don't know how confusing it is with, only sometimes no down linemen. Right now they've got 2 down linemen and then linebackers just kind of roaming the field. I mean, that.
Laverty's going to throw again. He's got some pressure. He's going to step to the left. He's trying to run for it. He's not going to get the first down. I think he's going to be just short of that first down.
Well, they may give it to him. It looks like where the ref is standing is. Yeah.
They are going to give it to him. Okay, so that is first down for the Panthers.
What a play.
Carson Laverty on the keep. Great play on his part.
He lost a shoe.
They can't lose him. He needs to get that shoe back on
Yeah.
quick.
And he does.
Laverty's going to take the snap. He's going to give it up the middle again. There's nowhere for Amari Norman to go, and he's just trying to get away. But, man, a sea of white just collapses on him immediately.
Stillwater's got to have about one of the fastest defenses in the state. I mean, they are absolutely flying, and the offensive line for Putnam City North just can't really do much.
Trips down here at the bottom side of the field. Laverty looked at the side again. Amari Norman in the backfield with him. Got an ISO on that top side. Maybe they take a shot. There's double coverage up there. Laverty's going to look to throw. He's stepping up in the pocket. The pocket's collapsing. There's a flag on the play. He looks like he finds Amari Norman. But there's going to be a flag, and this is probably going to be holding.
Yeah,
Laverty's on the ground.
It's a long way away from the play where that flag came from.
Laverty was rolling out to the right side when the flag came in from the back side. But where the flag was thrown, you'd think it's got to be holding.
Yeah.
Holding against the offense. So that's going to back up Panthers up again. And the way Stillwater's flying to the ball, Laverty is not going to have a lot of time. He's going to have to get the ball. He's got about 2 seconds to make a decision and get rid of that football. It's going to be a 2nd and 26 coming up for the Panthers. Laverty looking to throw again. Pressure in his face. Looks like a screen pass over the middle, but Stillwater just collapses on that. We do have another flag.
They may get another hold here.
And, big number 99 for Stillwater. Let me find his name. Braden Burke. Great job. He came free, and he stopped immediately and started backing up because he read screen.
Ooh, Trell Churchwell's down, writhing in pain down there on the field. That doesn't look good.
You hope that he's going to be okay.
Yeah, I think he got rolled up on pretty bad.
8:14 to go in the third quarter. Still 7-0 Stillwater. Panthers with the ball, but this drive stalling with penalties and pressure from Stillwater.
Yeah, they've been able to extend the drive, several times, and then just with those penalties, they get, called back. That's depending on what this is. You got to hope not to add insult to injury here. Kind of wondering what the flag is for here, and hopefully Churchwell's okay. He does hop up.
He's hurting, but he's going to get off on his own power. He doesn't want to be carried off. You know, he's a junior.
Yeah.
You just, you know, pray it's not something serious and that he can work through that.
He's in pain. I mean, he got over to the sideline and just collapsed. They got a face mask against Stillwater.
So that's going to bring the ball back to almost the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up second, about 13.
Well, and I was going to say on that last deal, you don't need to get all of it, just get half of it, and then, you know, you're looking kind of manageable there.
Norman hit immediately. As soon as he grabbed the ball, he was hit.
I'm telling you, this Stillwater defense is just going to be trouble. They're going to have to figure out a way to adjust to how quick Stillwater is on the defensive side of the ball. You don't see a lot of real wide bodies out there. You see a bunch of guys out there that are pretty slender and just fast.
They are definitely playing disciplined defense for the Pioneers.
And they go into some kind of unusual looking schemes.
Looking over the middle, tipped again, and that will fall incomplete. He was looking for Hayden Thornton over the middle. Great coverage there by the Pioneers. So that's going to bring up a fourth down, and obviously the Panthers are going to have to punt here.
Yeah, offense just needs to come over to the bench, regroup, take a breath, and just kind of, you know, recollect themselves. They're not out of this game by any means.
Pressure on that kick, but he gets it away. Great roll for the Panthers. Down to, it's still rolling, down to the 11. So Panthers do a good job on that punt. And I'll tell you what, that punt, that snap, getting back to that punter is slow.
Yeah.
I mean, and as fast as this Stillwater defense is.
I would not be surprised to see Stillwater block one tonight. Hopefully they don't.
You know, when we've had situations in the previous games that we've seen here at home, Laverty's lined up like they're going to run a fourth down, and then he's just quick kicked it.
Yeah.
It keeps the defense lined up in an actual defense. We might see that going forward.
Yeah, the two times that he's punted here, it's been, you know, you usually do that when you're past the 50. Obviously,
Jaleel Johnson in the backfield again, making a play, a stop.
Obviously, you don't want to kick it into the end zone.
Yeah.
But on those longer kicks, you know, you definitely want that space to not get it blocked from you.
Second 10, they're saying no gain. I thought he got him for a loss, but Gundy's going to throw again. The quick out route to number 81 out there on run 20. Forward progress will be stopped there. That's Ty Smithton on the reception. It's going to be close to a first down.
Third and very short here.
Yep. Third and less than a yard. Almost halfway through this third quarter already. Panthers really need a stop here. Expect Gundy to just give this right up the middle. They got two blockers in there. Just going to be a power run. And he breaks it to the outside.
There's a hold. There's going to be a holding call.
That's going to back him up. So that will not be a first down. That's going to create a 3rd and 11 for the Pioneers. So
kind of some luck there for
two blockers in there thinking they're going to run it up the middle, and he just breaks it to the outside.
And a lot of times when you see runners get to the outside like that, you know, of course, a holding, you know, was what caused that.
Yes. So we're going to back him up here. And, as much as you might think pass here, I wouldn't be surprised to see like a delayed draw.
Yeah.
It's not an area you want to turn the ball over. You catch, if the Panthers are thinking pass, you catch them sleeping. You might be able to get 11 yards out of this. It's actually 3rd and 9. And he's going to look to throw. Nowhere to go. Got some pressure, but there's nobody out on the outside to contain. But he is going to get shoved out of bounds.
There's another flag on the play, maybe a hold, because it looked like there was only one Panther defender out there, and they almost got to Gage Gundy, but you kind of wonder if that second effort was maybe a hold on Stillwater.
So here's an interesting thing. If you decline the penalty, it's 4th and about 5.
Yeah.
They're going to back him up.
Yeah, this gives you an opportunity to get a little bit closer to that goal line there.
I kind of feel like if you're the Panthers, you would have wanted to take the ball. Go ahead and have them punt.
Well, and here's the thing, too.
The way Gage is throwing the ball.
Well, but if he has a intentional grounding in the end zone, that's a safety. You just got to play poised here, not get too aggressive. I mean, you want to be aggressive, but just play smart.
Take the snap. He's going to throw the football. He's got a man wide open down the side. Oh, and dropped it again.
That was number 81 there on the target, Ty Smithton. Just couldn't reel that in.
So boy, if he'd have caught that, though, you're looking at a 1st down. That, to me, Sean, that's why I would have declined the penalty and forced him to punt on 4th down.
Yeah.
It's going to work out for him in this case, but boy, if he catches that football, Stillwater's got a fresh set of downs.
Well, but now, I mean, you may have been thinking about this too. You're now, I mean, they're not really sending anybody, but
low line drive kick, going to take a great Pioneer bounce up to, it'll get just past the 50, roll out of bounds at about the 49. Panthers will take over near midfield.
Yeah, and the Panthers student section and crowd were pretty loud and at it, in that first half, and now they're kind of quiet.
It's not a lot of noise going on right now.
Let's see if Putnam City North can make some adjustments here offensively and do something to combat the speed of that Stillwater defense. Stillwater's defense has been out there for a long time in this second half. You got to think
Laverty's looking to throw. He's got a little bit of time, but now he's got pressure rolling out to the right. He's still looking for somebody. He's going to throw it to the sideline. Really just kind of throwing that away.
He had Reese Moffitt. See, this is what I'm talking about with him, with Laverty having to scramble like that. If he had kept his eyes a little bit further downfield, Reese Moffitt was running wide open in the middle of it's just kind of in this soft zone right about the right hash on the 40-yard line. He'd had him wide open for a 1st down.
2nd and 10 coming up. Ball on the 49. Laverty looking to throw, more pressure, going to jump it out to Amarian Norman. He's going to try to make a few guys miss. He's going to get up past the 50, positive gain here, out at about the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Norman kind of made something out of nothing there because it looked like he was about to get tackled for a loss, but made a guy miss and just took it up, and it was a good play.
It's going to be a 3rd and 4 coming up. Got to think 1st down here.
I'd almost think 4-down territory. I mean, with as well as your defense has been playing, you don't want to give it to Stillwater, but you got to do
pressure
something.
Again, rolling to the right, throwing as he is getting hit, and he had a wide open wide receiver on the backside.
Phil Jackson, and obviously you always tell your quarterback, don't ever throw across the field like that, but Phil Jackson was wide open. Absolutely wide open.
4th down coming up. Looks like Panthers will punt. Playing the field position game here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, it seems like they get that. Well, they didn't get a 1st down there, but
slow snap, but it does get back there.
That was a great
Good kick, but it's going to be fielded, and there's going to be a return. And he's got some room to run up the right side, and he's going to get pushed. No, he didn't get pushed out of bounds.
There's going to be a flag. I didn't see what for, but
somebody for the Panthers pushed him like to try to push him out of bounds, but he didn't go out of bounds and just kept going.
Reese Moffitt dove for his feet, and he was able just to jump over Reese Moffitt there.
Officials talking about it. See what this flag is.
Well, depending on which coach they go over to, we'll be able to figure out which side it's on.
Still waiting for the call. They're still talking about it at midfield.
It looked like they had talked to Coach Laverty, and he pointed at something. But Stillwater's coming over to, are they going to replay that down? Did you see what
I didn't see the call. They are marking it off against the Panthers from the end of the run. So it must be a personal foul.
Wow. Wow.
That is a big penalty against the Panthers.
That's a huge blow.
You cannot afford to have that in a game like this. That is big.
That is a huge blow to this Panther team.
So that's going to bring up a 1st and 10, ball on the Panther 37-yard line, and the defense has got to come up with a stop here. And a quick little hitch out. Panthers trying to strip the ball. He'll be brought down. Gain of about 3. It's number 8, Josh Ford for Stillwater. 2nd and 7.
Small gain on the play, 2nd and 7. Ball at the 34-yard.
Clock just continues to run, under 4 minutes to go. Gundy looking to throw, looking that slant route, slant go. He just overthrowed his wide receiver. That's number 15.
And that was
Heston Thompson.
That was a good play by Reese Moffitt, kind of slowed up.
It's like a skinny post there.
Yeah, but he kind of got a hand on Heston Thompson and kind of slowed him down. That was a timing route because Gage Gundy threw it to where he should have been, but with Thompson being slowed up like that, he wasn't able to get to it. It was a good defensive play by Reese Moffitt.
3rd and 7 coming up, and we got whistles. Respotting the football.
Got to move it up those 3 inches.
Gundy's going to throw again. He's got a receiver running an out route up top. That is Thompson again, but we have a flag.
Yeah, you're going to get. I don't know if it was Reese Moffitt or can't see what number that is.
Well,
they're gonna get like a holding or something.
They'll obviously Stillwater will decline that penalty and take the play, the result of the play, if it is against the Panthers.
Yeah, it's holding on Putnam City North.
So they should decline that penalty.
They did, yep. That is declined.
So 1st down for the Pioneers. Ball is on the 19-yard line. Deep in Panther territory. Panther defense really need to get a stop here.
Yeah, Demarion Mason just kind of threw down Stillwater wide receiver there, and that's what the holding call was.
You really don't want to get behind 2 scores here if you're the Panthers. This game's going really quickly. Ball's going to, there's a huge gap right up the left side. And that is number 5. That is Holden Thompson on the carry. And there was just a big hole there. That's about a 6-yard gain. Bring up a 2nd and 4 here. Going to give it to Thompson again. He's going to get hit right away, just past the 10-yard line. Didn't see the nose.
Jaleel Johnson
Hayden
is
Thornton in there.
Jaleel Johnson's limping off the field. You don't like to see that because he's got that reoccurring injury.
Pioneers go quick, hand it off to Thompson. He breaks back up the left side inside the tackle and gets down to about the 5 where he will be stopped.
They may get a holding on Stillwater here. A lot of holding calls tonight. Oh, it was a, was that a chop block?
Yes, chop block is what they call it. 2:56 to go in the 3rd quarter. Stillwater starting to go backwards in this drive. They were down to the 5, but they are getting backed up now. Ball is going to be spotted at the 24-yard line. So it'll be a 1st and 24. 1st and goal from the 24, so.
I'd keep an eye on Heston Thompson here because this is kind of that area where they like to run him up the post route.
You got Ty Smithton on the bottom here too. He could run a corner route in the end zone. He's kind of on his own there, and that's who he's looking for. He's looking the quick out to Smithton. And that was number 15, Destin Lay, for the Panthers on the stop. Good thing he was able to make that tackle because if he breaks loose, he's gone.
Yeah, he may have been the one that tried to stop the touchdown early in the game. It just wasn't able to corral the receiver.
Ball's on the 14, 2nd and goal. Expect Gundy to throw. And he's going to, there's a quick hitch and go, but there's good coverage there. Gundy's going to pull it down and run. He's going to get about to the 9 where he's going to be brought down. That was good coverage by the Panthers.
Yeah, Putnam City North they had that red the whole way, and it was kind of a fake hitch and go, but the North defenders just weren't buying it.
So 3rd down from the 9. It's 3rd and goal from the 9. This set it down started at the 24. Panthers look like they're bringing Hayden Thornton on a blitz.
And Stillwater keeps trying to pull them off sides. They're doing everything they can.
Play clock's down to 4. They're going to have to take a timeout if they don't snap it right away. 2, 1, and it's at 0. It should be at 0. So they are either going to have, looks like they took a timeout.
Yeah, a little bit there. They were just trying to draw them off sides and see if they could get a 1st down.
Timeout Pioneers with 1:27 to go in the 3rd quarter. Stillwater up 7-0. Panthers trying to hold on a 3rd and goal from the 9.
Yeah, and Jaleel Johnson looks like he's still kind of gingerly walking down there.
I mean, Jaleel missed a couple of games. He missed the Midwest City game. He missed the Northwest Classic game last week with that injury. Thought he was good to go and healthy this week, but it looks like he's re-aggravated that same.
It's still just bugging him.
Mercy has helped moms deliver babies for nearly 200 years. To find out how
Been a great game so far.
Mercy, visit mercy.net/OklahomaBaby.
Again, if you're watching us on YouTube, thank you. Subscribe to the channel, SportsZone Oklahoma. Like the video, leave a comment if you're watching the replay. And if you're watching us live, go on over and check out the live chat. Got some people talking over there. Join in on the action. Also, thank you if you're watching on the News 9 app, news9.com, or the News 9 streaming service. Welcome. We hope you've enjoyed this game. 7-0 Stillwater, 1:27 to go in the 3rd quarter. Facing a 3rd and goal from the 9. No backs. Gundy's going to throw the football. 5 wide receivers, and we've got whistles. Another
timeout.
Timeout, Putnam City North.
Looked like they just wanted to see what Stillwater was going to line up in.
Ladies and gentlemen, come by your hometown Wonder Burger and let them feed you a honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich. It's a one-of-a-kind combo of 3 all-white meat chicken strips, 2 slices of Monterey Jack cheese, their honey barbecue sauce, all between 2 pieces of Texas toast. It's the delightfully tangy all-time favorite that you'll find only at Wonder Burger.
All right, so we're back from that timeout. 1:27 to go. 3rd and goal from the 9. Now Stillwater comes out with a back in the backfield. Let's see what happens here. Gundy's looking to throw. He's looking for the corner. Nowhere to go. Room to run on the right side. Can they contain him? Bringing him down. No, he's inside that pylon for the touchdown. Touchdown, Stillwater.
Man, they've gotten north on that a couple of times. Where
Let's take a look at the replay real quick. And he's looking to throw. He's looking to the left side, and there's no one there. He scrambles to the right, and he's going to get inside the corner of that end zone for the touchdown.
yeah, they're just not able to contain him on the right side when the play breaks down like that. They gotta have somebody. I mean, they did have somebody accounted for him, but you got to come up quicker than that. You got to get vertical, you know, a lot faster than that.
Extra point is up, and it is good. So 1:18 to go in the 3rd quarter. Stillwater extending that lead, 14-0. Panthers desperately need to put some points on the board here.
I don't know what Stillwater's kicker was doing there, but he was trying to get an Oscar there for a little tap, little love tap.
So briefly, while we have a break here, let's just take a look at Blanchard leads Tuttle 13-7 in the 3rd quarter. Elk City up on Newcastle 14-0 3rd quarter. Cushing over Harrah 28-13 in the 3rd. Luther over Hennessy 42-0 in the 3rd. Choctaw 55-7 over Bartlesville at halftime. Looking at some other scores, Community Christian 47, Lexington 0 in the 3rd. Ada all over Classen SAS 28-6 at halftime. Owasso leads Putnam City 28-0 at halftime. Broken Arrow 31, Enid 7 in the 2nd quarter. Barnsdale and Yale tied at 16 in the 3rd. So there's some of your scores around Oklahoma high school football. We are about ready to get back to action here. Stillwater up 14-0 after Gage Gundy's 9-yard run for a touchdown.
Kicking off for the Pioneers, number 43, Chase Edwards.
Probably expect a short kick from Stillwater again. And they will. Short kick. Got a return going on here. He's got some room to run up the left side past the 40, about 42-yard line.
Great run.
And that is number 35, Tony Thomas.
Yeah, Putnam City North had a guy that just looked like he took out 2 of Stillwater's guys at the same time and allowed a little bit of room to clear out there on the left-hand side.
Just over a minute to go in this 3rd quarter. Panthers with the ball really need to find a way to put this ball in the end zone. Lavity's going to take the snap and give the ball to Marion Jones, and there was just nowhere to go. Just a lot of white jerseys surrounding him. You know, he's going to lose, looks like 3 on the play.
That play's just collapsing every single time the ball is snapped.
Not getting a lot of help up front with that offensive line right now. Laverty facing a 2nd and 13. They can't fall any further behind the chains. Laverty's looking to throw, steps up. He's looking for a man downfield. He does throw it to the sideline, but that's going to be out of bounds. He was looking for Reese Moffitt, and Moffitt's the one he's got to get involved. If the Panthers are going to make a comeback here, Reese Moffitt has to be involved with this. You know, trying to find him over the middle, maybe throw it to him to the corner of the end zone, just throw it up and let him go get it. But this is a 3rd and 13.
This side of the field is Reese Moffitt territory, but they're just not giving a whole lot of. I mean,
5 defensive backs,
5
15
defensive
yards
backs
off the ball.
all in a line, you know, going horizontally. I've never really seen.
I've never seen a coverage like this before. Laverty's looking to throw, and obviously nowhere to go. He's getting pressure on the backside. Just going to keep it. And out of bounds. That's a late hit.
Whoa, that's got to be a flag.
That's a flag. That's a late hit out of bounds by Stillwater's number 6. That's Zach Tyson. That's going to be a personal foul, and that will give him a first down.
I mean,
that's a big mistake on the Pioneers' part.
I don't like to throw around the D word, but that was dirty.
You know, he doesn't commit that penalty, and it's 4th down, and the Panthers are punting. New set of downs, and the Panthers need to take advantage of it here. 29 seconds to go.
Yeah, there was really no reason at all to even put a hand on him. I mean, like you said, it was 4th down there.
Laverty looking for a quick throw and almost pick 6 right there. That was close. He was looking for Reese Moffitt on the out route, and I'll tell you what.
Stillwater's watched some film because they knew that play was coming.
That was a dangerous throw right there. Facing a 2nd and 10. Ball's on the 43. 25 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter.
You think at some point you got to take a shot.
You have to. There's the give to Kamarion Jones, the left side. And he had some blockers, but not enough, and there's just white jerseys everywhere.
They're so committed to the run, and nothing is happening. I mean, at some point you've got to take a shot down the field.
That's going to end the 3rd quarter. The clock's going to run out. So we're going to go to the 4th quarter. Stillwater leading 14-0. Panthers going backwards on this drive.
I mean, at some point you got to just put your fastest guys out on the line and have them just go and see if you can make something happen.
Even if you line up with 5 wide, you know, you have 4 receivers on one side, single on the other, you can get a man coverage. Because Stillwater's going to have to respect the 4 wide receiver side, or else somebody's going to be open. So, you know, but that offensive line has got to give him 3 seconds, and right now he's got about 2 seconds.
They're just too quick for him. I mean, they're just too quick. There's no other way to put it. I mean, they are just way too fast.
You know, it might be one of those deals where with your offensive line, you don't even put them down in a stance. Maybe they have to stay in a 2-point stance just for that extra half step to be able to handle these guys up front, because Stillwater's defensive front is doing a great job tonight.
Well, and this defensive scheme, even though we haven't seen it ever, I don't think I've ever seen this, where there's just 2 rows of defenders, one on the line and one about 12 yards back. What they're doing is they're creating, or they're filling in those spots in the field and not allowing the wide receivers to find any open space. It's just wild, but it's working. Obviously, it's working for them.
And you can see, look at the defensive backs lined up in the back. There's 5 of them back there just in a line.
It looks like an XFL formation, you know?
Yeah.
Something you'd see in just one of those alternative leagues.
Laverty gets the snap, looking to throw, but there's just nobody there. He's going to be caught up from behind, and he's going to be brought down. You know, the thing is with that, the way Stillwater's playing, if you can block those front 5 and you hit a hole, there's a lot of space before you get to those 5 DBs back there. But right now, North just hasn't been able to block it. 4th and 18 coming up, clearly a punting situation. Low snap, does he get it away? It's a quick kick, a short kick, but it is going to, it's taking a Stillwater bounce backwards. They need to get on that football. And they will down it at the 29-yard line. So right now, if you're on that Panther sideline, if you're the coaches, you got to get creative here.
Yeah, you got to just find something that works.
Now, with Stillwater up 14-0, I expect them really to run the football. But every once in a while, they're going to take a deep shot, and you got to be ready for that. So here we go, 11-14 to go in the ball game. Stillwater with the ball. These quarters have gone quick, especially with them running the ball. Stillwater lined up in kind of a power formation, but Gundy is looking to throw up the right side, but there's good coverage there and almost picked off. That was great coverage by number 15. Destin Lay on the coverage there. He was looking back for the football all the way.
Yeah.
He's playing it like you teach him to play it.
Right. That's exactly what I was going to say. You can tell he's worked on that in practice because he turned, looked. The only thing that would have been better is catching the football.
Yeah.
But, I mean, great play. Great play.
Job
that would have been a really tough catch to make.
So that play stops the clock, which helps the Panthers. Snap. He's going to just hand off this time with the left side. There is a little bit of room there, but not much. He's going to get up past the 30.
About 3 yards. Stillwater's looking to get to the line quickly. They want to score. I mean, I think they just look like they want to score again.
Gundy. It's a 3rd and 6 here. Obviously, they want to get a first down. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Looking on the out route. Plenty of room out there. Ball's going to be caught by number 15, Heston Thompson on the catch. That's going to move the sticks. That'll be a first down.
And that's exactly why Gage Gundy likes to go to him.
Jaleel Johnson's back in the game.
That was a great route, great catch. I mean, he went exactly where he needed to go for the first down. Can't ask your wide receivers to do much better than that.
First down, 10 minutes to go in the game. Stillwater just trying to run out the clock, control the clock, get first downs. They're going to hand off to Thompson again. He's met in the backfield immediately by Jaleel Johnson. He's going to be hit for a loss, maybe no gain. Jaleel Johnson just dominant today when he's been able to be in the game.
Yeah, they will feel his presence lost next year.
Yes.
And with this being the last time that he gets to play on this field, he's having just a great game. The kid is just absolutely balling out.
Gundy looking for a fake and throw. He's looking for the long ball. And he's got to, but he's
got to,
man. Great coverage by the safety.
He had that and then just ran right into the wide receiver.
Dacion Matthews, the safety, coming over the top. He was looking for the pick, and he just ran into the receiver.
Yeah, it was intended for Ty Smith, the number 81. And that was just, I mean, that looked like two outfielders in baseball going for the same pop-up. Yeah, man.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. And, hey, you know, one thing about that, though, how Gundy throws that deep ball, he's got such a smooth release.
Oh, yeah. It looks great.
Gundy's looking to throw again. He's got a receiver over the middle this time, but he's going to hit the in route, and there's nobody there. Poor tackling by the Panthers, and he's going to get it all the way down to the 25-yard line. And that's the big play.
Now he gets the ball down to the 26-yard line for the Pioneers. The 1st and 10.
He just ran that short in route, and there was nobody there to make a play.
Yeah, if Stillwater happens to score here, I mean, it's looking, you know, time is not going to be your friend here pretty soon.
Short run. Thompson on the carry. Keeps the clock running. Actually, my clock's a little bit ahead of theirs. We're not synced up with the scoreboard, so we're off by a second or so every once in a while. Stillwater absolutely in no hurry to run a play here. Play clock is down to 13. Gundy's just going to give the handoff right up the middle. Thompson is going to go into the end zone for a touchdown, and he basically walked in. Let's take a look at the replay, and you just see the handoff here. Thompson, there is nobody there. He is completely untouched all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Stillwater. That puts them up 20-0, and that will make it nearly impossible for the Panthers to come back. Down 3 scores with 7:49 to go in the game. Extra point to come. Kick is up. And it's good. 7:49 to go in the game. Stillwater up 21-0 over the Panthers.
Well, we shouldn't really be surprised. We knew this was going to be a tough game, you know, all season pretty much.
And let's take a look at that run just one more time. I mean, it was just there. Nobody touched him. Big hole opens up. He cuts back up inside. Just nowhere to go. He's straight to the end zone. No red jerseys there to catch him.
Yeah, I don't know if the defenders, you know, were thinking play action. But for some reason, 2 of them kind of stalled, and one of them got lost behind that ref in the middle of the field and just couldn't adjust fast enough.
What the Panthers need right now is a big return. Again, reminder for Panther fans, next week Panthers will head up to Bixby for first round of Oklahoma high school playoffs for 6A2.
You wonder what kind of kick the Stillwater's going to come out with. Are they going to do the short?
I think they kind of kick it short in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
You don't want to give it to the returners, just something safe. There's a big gaping hole right here in the middle of Panthers return. And that's just a quick, short little kick, but there is going to be a return.
Norman took the kickoff return there.
Panthers have had pretty good field position, all things considered, most of the night. It's just they've hurt themselves with penalties, and just we had the interception that led to the first score for Stillwater, and then really the Panther offensive line just has struggled tonight.
Yeah.
They've really struggled. They haven't been able to get to their blocks. The running game has almost been non-existent. Laverty has had no time to throw the ball.
Yeah, defensively, Stillwater's just been one step ahead of this offensive line just the entire game.
They're just going to run the ball, and there's nowhere for Marion Norman to go.
There's
he's
just
going to be
nowhere.
caught in the backfield, and he's going to lose yardage. And the thing is, I know there's just nowhere to go, but when you stand back there and dance, as fast as this D-line is collapsing, you got to run north and south.
You got to try to get to one sideline and break your way up, you know.
Yeah.
But he's a jitterbug, you know, that's what they call him, that type of
And there
and that's why, you know, you
there
see he can jump cut.
So
better.
he gets them to a manageable third down.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 3rd and 7 coming up. But the clock will continue to run.
Well, and even in passing situations, Laverty hasn't really had that much time to be able to find somebody. He's constantly running for his life. And now this is the odd formation that Stillwater goes with. They've got almost everybody on the line of scrimmage.
They're
only going to send 4.
Laverty has nowhere to go. He tries to get rid of the ball. They're going to call that a fumble. But they have a flag.
They're blowing it dead. It's an intentional grounding. I mean, he just doesn't have any time to throw the ball.
.6:32 to go in the game. So this is going to back them up even more.
They're keeping the offense out there.
There will be, this will be a loss of down, too. Should be a 4th down. They're going to punt. So Stillwater just opening it up here in the 4th quarter.
This is the best defense I've seen all year.
They definitely
Stillwater.
fly the football, yep.
Yep.
Oh, he's faking it. They had everybody coming, and he's going to go around the right side, but I don't know if he's going to get there. He's going to be upended at the 30 and didn't even get to the original line of scrimmage.
I don't know who he was expecting to throw that to.
So 6:25 to go in the 4th quarter, and the Panthers turn it over on downs. Stillwater will take over at the Panther 30, and coaches down there talking to him, like talking to Laverty. They're talking about it.
I'm wondering if he wasn't supposed to do that.
I mean, it's 4th and a mile. It's very unlikely that you're going to get that.
Yeah.
So I don't think that was the call on the field. I think he improvised. I mean, they had everybody up on the line. They were bringing everybody.
The thing. If you improvise like that and you don't let everyone know,
right,
and you're not on the same page, that's what happens.
Yeah. Stillwater's looking to put this one away. Thompson's going to run right up the middle. He's going to get a couple of yards, and if they get a block like they did that last possession, he's going to be gone to the end zone for another one.
Yeah.
That's a gain in there, 3 yards.
Clock will continue to run.
2nd and 6 from the 27-yard line.
6 minutes to go. This is the last home game for the Panthers this year. It'll be our last game streaming. We want to thank everybody who's joined us all season long. SportsZone Oklahoma on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment. Still got about 5 minutes to do some live chatting. Stillwater looking to put this one away. Thompson up the middle. Gets to about the 25-yard line. Clock will continue to tick down. I think Stillwater's just going to keep it on the ground, try to get a 1st down. So with the loss, it will drop the Panthers to 5-5 on the year. Stillwater will improve to 8-2. And the Panthers doesn't get any easier next week, taking on Bixby. Give up the middle, wide hole again for a 1st
ball
down.
came out.
Thompson.
Putnam City North got the ball.
Are they going to call him down, or is it?
No, they
got it?
Yeah.
1st down. Okay, Panthers get the fumble recovery. Demarion Mason with the recovery there. A little bit too little, too late, though.
Yeah.
So the Panther offense will come out.
It's written all over Jaleel Johnson. I mean, he looks visibly just frustrated, not upset, not doing anything that's, you know, out of the ordinary, but he just kind of put his finger up, just kind of pointed that way, just real gingerly, you know. Whereas, yeah, it's cool we got that. We're down 21-0. you know.
They still have another game next week, and then, of course, he has a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah.
Laverty is just pressured. He has nowhere to go, and he's going to throw a pick. He's just trying to get it away, and that's going to be a pick on the sideline. Let's just take a look at the replay. Laverty just trying to get rid of it. Nowhere to go, so much pressure, and it's just going to be a pick.
Yeah.
So they give it right back to the Pioneers. 44 to go.
I don't think there has been a pressure or a drop back scenario tonight where he hasn't been pressured. It seems like every time he has stepped back to pass the ball, Stillwater has 2 or 3 guys just right in his face.
Gundy takes the snap. They're just going to keep it on the ground, run the clock out here.
Yeah, they're right back to where they were, just, you know.
One play ago.
Oh, there's going to be a flag for some extracurriculars, and Jaleel Johnson's kind of a part of that. You just got to keep your cool.
You know, he doesn't need this right now, though. He's a senior. He still has 1 game. He doesn't need anything that's going to cost him to be able to play next week. You know, he's going to get a chance next week to play against that Bixby offense. Very touted.
He's got to understand, too, you know, there's eyes on him.
Right.
You know, from that next level. So, you know, just I know losing stinks. You never want to lose, especially your last home game of the year. But, you know, you definitely want to keep it cool. And it looks like they're going to get penalties on both sides. Look like maybe holding against the offense and then a personal foul. They both offset.
So the clock will start running. They're just running that play clock down. They're going to give it up the middle again. Just buries his head and moves forward to about the 12. Close to a first down, but I think he'll be a little short. That should bring up a 3rd and 1.
That'll move the ball to the 12-yard line.
Well, Sean, it's been a fun season calling the games with you. And
Yeah.
3rd and 1.
high school season officially ends for us after tonight. So,
Yep. So we will. We got some things kind of coming up this next year that we may be a part of. So
yeah, we're hoping to be able to do this every week next year.
Yeah.
And that's going to be another touchdown for the Pioneers. 24 is Noah Roberts. Let's take a look at the replay. And he's just going to take it right up the middle. That knee might have been down before he was in the end zone, but at this point, it's not really. High snap, kick is up. He still gets it down. Stillwater up 28-0, 3:21 to go in the game.
I would think at this point you just take your starters out. You know, you've got playoffs next week. You know, you're obviously not going to come back in 3 minutes and 21 seconds from 28 down. I just give some of those younger guys some run in this last, you know, 3 1/4 minutes.
So during this timeout, Alan Janis says, "Thank you for streaming the game. Best quality stream game we've seen all year. Better than the Bixby game we paid for." Hey, you're welcome.
I agree. No.
yeah. We try to do a good job up here the best we can. And, you know, like I said, I'm hoping next year we're doing more games.
Well, Mike's the pro. I just sit down here and talk. But no, we do try to give you all the best quality, and we appreciate everybody who watches and listens. Obviously, some people that can't be at the game for whatever reason.
I know there's definitely grandparents out there that are watching their grandkids play tonight who can't be here, who live out of state.
Or
things
people
like that.
who are immunocompromised who still just don't, feel safe at a large sporting event like this. So we understand it, and we appreciate everybody who watches and listens.
He's hit right away. Not much of a gain there. Panthers take over at the 30.
Yeah, those starters are going to march out on that field. They all just look defeated. I mean, nobody wants to lose their last home game,
Yeah.
But you do have next week to look forward to, so just got to get the bad taste out of your mouth, shake this one off, get back to practice on Monday, and, hopefully you can turn it around and come out and play real well next week.
Marion Norman out on the field. Carson Laverty's still in at quarterback. He's just going to give it to Norman, who's hit almost immediately in the backfield. He is going to get a couple of yards, but there wasn't much there.
Well, and one thing I'm noticing from the wide receivers blocking is, they're blocking, but they're not getting a whole lot of push. So they're not really driving their guys back, and just in that run right there, Norman had nowhere to go. He beat his guy, but then has nowhere to go because the wide receiver isn't pushing his guy back.
27 Garrett Reese on that play. Laverty's just going to give it again to Norman, and there's just quick. One guy makes a hit, but those corners are coming up quick to make those tackles. Reese again in on that play.
I'm wondering if these Stillwater guys are kind of twisting the ankles of the ball carrier, because that's now another time I've seen a ball carrier get up real quick, or he actually kind of kicked at him, and he's lucky he didn't connect because he'd have been kicked out of the game for that.
We don't need that dirty kind of play on the field.
Right.
That's what's going on. I mean, we don't need that anywhere in high school football.
And I'm wondering if that's what happened with Churchwell as well, because he got rolled up real bad. You never know. I don't want to put any kind of accusations on anybody, but, we were taught that stuff when we were in high school, Teams are going to do this to you. You just, it's just going to happen. But, this late in the game, you don't need to do that.
I mean, it's disappointing if Stillwater is teaching their players to do that.
I doubt they are. I just think that, a lot of these guys, they're all kids, they're still kids, and sometimes you just think, oh, I've got his leg.
Under a minute and a half to go. High snap, pitch out to Amarian Norman. He's going to try to round the corner, and he will get a first down. And maybe, did they call it?
No, but
No
they
flag.
should have. I mean, he got his head completely turned around like an owl.
Tony Russell in the chat says, thank you so much for streaming PCN games. We live in Oklahoma, but from California. This gives our family back home an opportunity to support our son in his football career. You are very welcome. We're glad we can do it.
Yeah.
So the Panthers get a first down. Going to give it to Marion Norman again. Left side, cuts back, looking for a hole past the 50.
It's another first down.
That will stop the clock temporarily while they move the chains.
Like it if they could go get some kind of points on the board. Always looks better than the big goose egg.
Clock will begin running again.
A lot of urgency from the offense.
Laverty gives it to Marion Norman again. A lot of white jerseys there, nowhere to go. Are they going to take a timeout or let the clock run? I'm guessing they'll let the clock run. They will have to run one more play.
Once again, attention, BC North Senior.
Yeah, just like I said earlier, I mean, don't really put your players in a position where, the game's over. You don't need to have another opportunity where they can get hurt right before playoffs. And from what it looks like, besides the wide receivers, well, no, Reese Moffat's still out there. Oh, he's going to take a shot.
Trying to throw it to the end zone.
Oh!
Tipped. And that pass will be incomplete.
Yeah, it was broken up.
13 seconds on the clock.
See if they take one more shot here.
Brings up 3rd and 9. I wonder if Laverty can get it to the end zone from here. Snap. Just going to give it to Norman. He breaks loose to the 2nd level. Going to be down to the 31-yard line. And doesn't look like they're going to rush or take a timeout. So that's going to end the game. And that is it.
That should be the last play of the game. Final score is 28-0 Stillwater.
So final score here from Putnam City North High School. Panthers 0, Stillwater 28. Panthers will play Bixby next week in the playoffs. Stillwater in the playoffs as well. This has been SportsZone Oklahoma exclusively on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave your comments. Thank you for everybody who's been watching on News9.com, News9 app, and the News9 streaming service. For Sean Brown, I'm Michael Johnston and Jorge Gill on camera. Thank you for watching. Have a great night, and we'll see you next year.
Great season of football. Drive safely and good luck.